Alright, what's going on, everybody? As you guys can tell, I'm over here in the canyons. I'm right here actually at Angeles Crest Highway. Just a little bit close to Pasadena area. And today I just want to discuss about all the modifications that I have on the exterior of the car. I've been getting a lot of questions on where I got the diffuser, where I got the wicker bill, the louvers, all this on the car. And people are actually asking me about where I got the APR front splitter as well. And today I'm going to tell you guys where I got all of that. So, alright, I'm actually going to start from the first mod I did to the car all the way to the recent one. So I'm just going to pop the hood open. Nothing but a stock 5.7 liter V8. Sounds pretty good though for what it is. So one of the first modifications that I did to the car was I got a K&N cold air intake. That ran me about right around $300. I would say it was about $260. And it also came with a carb label sticker. So if you live in California, you don't gotta worry about emissions or none of that because you'll pass it with no problem. So if you guys can tell, my wheels are actually painted. I painted them myself off of like Home Depot spray paint. It ran me about, I don't know, I would say about $20, including the clear coat for all 4 tires. I think it came out pretty decent, but you guys can tell that like it's got little it's got a lot of rock chips, and all the rock chips are eating off all the paint. That's because I didn't actually sand down the wheels. I just went ahead and spray painted over them. When I painted the calipers by myself, it's kind of supposed to be like a gloss red, but actually the heat is distorting all the paint and it's making it look kind of orange. So, and I just wanted to throw this out there before anybody mentions this in the comments. Yes, I know this entire side is all fucked up. This is all because of a door ding right here. This is another door ding. You can tell it's kind of dented right there, and it's also scratched. That's probably from a key, I don't know. This is the latest one I got right here. You guys can tell that the corner of this door right here went ahead and just fucking slammed the door. That's why it caused a little imprint, but that's a gigantic ass dent. That is a really big ass dent. And if you come over here, you guys can see that the clear coat actually fell off there, and someone also, guess what? Another door, and you can tell that it left an imprint right there. And this one is actually pretty bad. I don't know if it's gonna eat up the entire paint. Oh, and this is also satin black. It's a Avery Dennis satin black. It's not 3M or matte black or none of that. And so then after that, I went ahead and I got my hood actually vinyl wrapped. As you guys can tell, the guy did an okay job, man. I'll get his Instagram out right now if you guys want to go check him out. And his Instagram page is SNT_auto restyling. He charged me about $170. That was probably honestly like the best vinyl wrap install quote I got. Others were trying to charge me around $250 and $300, which I kind of think were pretty much ridiculous. But I guess if you pay for that much, then you probably wouldn't have this issue right here. It looks like it's kind of lifting from here. Don't worry, this is like old beat up plastic dip that hasn't came off yet. I can just remove that with glue gun. But as you guys can tell, it's actually pretty much lifting up right here, and he says it comes with warranty, but I kind of got it a couple months back, so I don't know if it's gonna hold up any longer. And if you come over here across this edge, you guys can see that it's also lifting up right here. So yeah, I just wanted to point out that I paid $175 for it by SNT_auto restyling wrap. I went ahead and I got some external aftermarket halo lights that went on the outside of the bulb. They actually went across right here. I stuck them on the outside, and they didn't honestly last me very long. They only last me about, I would say, about a good like 3 or 4 months right after I installed them. The rain actually got inside the halo ring, and the water got fucked up, and every time I would drive it, I wouldn't be able to turn them on, and they would just flicker, and I can see the reflection off someone's bumper. And as you guys can tell, I got the little Dodge banner right there. That only ran me about $25. I had one of my friends install it. And for the APR front splitter, I've been getting questions on where I got it from. I actually got it from carid.com. If you guys aren't familiar, they have a pretty big auto parts store. You just type in your year, model, your make, and it'll come up with the compatible parts for your car. So yeah, it ran me about $360, and I actually installed it with my friends, myself at his house. It took about a day or so. We just had to remove the front bumper, take off all the underbelly pins and all that. And we just drilled the holes right here and right there, and so far it's held up pretty well. It's actually a carbon fiber layered on top. Alright, and so as we move along to the rear of the car, you guys can see that I actually have window louvers right here. You can actually see that the paint's actually fading. It's turning it blue. I'm honestly not sure why. It's honestly a bit to maintain, but I also got that off carid.com as well. It ran me about $270, plus they also charged me like $50 for shipping, which was kind of bullshit, but I'll show the little install video that I had over here. You guys can see that I actually have a spoiler on here, and this is actually I got it off some guy who does them on Instagram. He does them to like Chargers and Challengers, Mustangs, Camaros, all those. You guys can find him on Instagram. His Instagram name is KNG_raps. I have a little picture right there for you guys. He did mention this was kind of like some rubber trim, and this was aluminum as well, so it's pretty high quality stuff. Although the edges right here, you guys can tell that they're not really trimmed that well, and I wish he could have like put some vinyl on this as well to make it look kind of good. And so he actually gave me a pretty good deal. He gave me like, I paid about $450 for both sets right here, the wicker bill piece and the diffuser piece. You guys can tell that it's kind of got cracked a little bit because I'm honestly lowered and I scrape everywhere, and I'm just gonna go back to him and I'm gonna get some new different fins right there, so it shouldn't be an issue. They just bolt on and bolt off. And it's also made out of like aluminum and ABS plastic as well, so it's pretty high quality stuff. I actually have a parent license plate. This is actually a dog tag from when I killed Eric at the strip so many times, so he decided to just hand it over to me. I went ahead and I went to Premium Auto Styling. You guys saw the video of it. He actually tinted my tail lights for a pretty rip-off price, I would have to say myself. I paid about $150 for this whole thing, and they mentioned on their flash so that they're only charging $100, but then they saw that my car had really long tail lights, so he was just like, I'm sorry, but your car is going to be kind of difficult, so we're going to charge you $150. And so I was just like, all right. And so the other day I just noticed that when I was cleaning my car right here, if you guys can look right here, I'm not sure if you can see that, but if I run my finger along all this right here, he actually stuck the blade into the tail light and he went across and he scratched the entire surface of the tail light. Look, I tried rubbing with the towel, alcohol, all that, but yeah, it's a permanent scratch deep right into the tail light. All right, so let's check his work right here, and you guys can tell, yep, it's peeling off right here too. Oh, also to mention, the exhaust that I have on the car is actually not really an exhaust. It's actually like a straight pipe. I got the resonators and I got the mufflers cut off, but I still have the caps on the car. That's why I don't have the check engine light on. And I don't see plastic emissions with that, with no problem. Alright, so one of the last things I did with all the ST suspension coilovers by myself, or actually with the help of him, he kind of left on me because I was recording for YouTube and he wasn't really happy with that. I kept here. This actually looks pretty good right here. Excuse the dents like I mentioned earlier. It's honestly looking pretty good, but I honestly have to say that it's still kind of making like a clunky noise whenever I'm driving over bumps. So if you install that on your car, then obviously just be aware that you are going to have a clunky noise. So if you guys like that video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. I honestly came out all the way out here just to make this video, which is Angeles Chris Highway. I'm also trying to get like a little kind of like a canyon run over here. It's kind of difficult with the little clunky noise that I mentioned on the car, because it honestly kind of worries me a little bit. So here we are. We found a little kind of straightaway over here at the canyons. I'm gonna just try to get like a little nice flyby for you guys to show off the exhaust, since you guys want to probably hear more of it with my phone. That is fucking filthy. That's roadkill all around. Look, there's still a live one right here.